What's up guys, Brody Dash here again, and we are so close to getting all of these top 5s done. Now 2002 is done, we are entering top 5 of 2003, and then we'll be in 2004, although like I said, after 2003 I'm gonna take a break and watch MLP Season 7, then I'll be back to finish off the 2000s. Fingers crossed that I can get it done before January, so I can do, like I said, the 2018 ones. No, wait, not the 2018 ones. I mean the 2017 ones, because 2018 ones will be next year in 2019. But still, yeah. So without further ado, let's just get right on to it. Top 5 best video games of 2003. Top 5 best video games of 2003. At number 5, Rayman 3. Hoodlum Havoc. Now, not my favourite game, but it is a good game, and a lot more harder than the Dark Souls. I still hate when people are saying, oh, this game is just like Dark Souls. It's hard, just like Dark Souls. Bitch! If you think Dark Souls is a hard game, I dare you. I challenge you to play this game without rage fucking quitting. This game starts off easy, then as you progress you think, yeah, it's gonna start getting easier and easier. No, the boss fights don't make it easy. There are some boss fights where you've got to fight as, you play as a guy called Rayman who can throw his hands at people like a weapon, and sometimes get powerful more upgrades like a hand drill, or like a hand cannon, or like maybe a hand whirlwind tornado type of weapon. And that is fucking awesome. But still, this is a lot harder than Dark Souls. Some of the villains are even harder than Dark Souls villains to defeat. It's like you've got to find a weakness, just like Dark Souls as well. Although this came out before Dark Souls, so you could imply that Dark Souls whipped it off a little bit. Although Dark Souls is saying, we are original because we are a hard game. Not really. Not really. You are hard, but you're not harder than the most games I used to play when I was a kid. Come on, that game may be hard, but I've played harder games when I was a kid. This game is one of it. It's a good game, and if you still want to play it, and if you've got a PS2, you can. Or if you've got a PlayStation 3, you can still play on the PlayStation 3, because there's a Rayman HD collection. We've got 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 are good, but it's number 3 that I liked the most. This one is my favourite one. Considering we've also got a talking sidekick. Better than Navi, before anyone says, better than Navi. It doesn't go, hey, listen, hey, listen. Because that always fucking drove me nuts. This guy always just likes to put out wisecracks and that lot. So, he's kind of a funny guy. He does help you now and then though, and also in some parts, he actually helped Rayman to also distract the villain. So, yeah. What did Navi do? Hey, listen, that's all she did. This guy is more better than Navi. There's also a fat guy that you're supposed to save as well, because he's been infected with a virus. So yeah, that's basically the premises of the game. You've got to save this guy from the virus, but you have to go to like different locations because some people can't do stuff, so you have to do that, and this and the other. It's kind of confusing, but the background and basically the settings for the games and the levels were pretty good at the time. I think it still kind of holds up as well, but I don't know what you guys think, but it's still a good game, but not my favourite. So yeah, at number 5, Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. At number 5, Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. At number 4, True Crime, Streets of LA. Now, this is a good one because it's kind of like a Jackie Chan type of thing. You play as a guy who's a martial arts kung fu expert, I think it is. It's one or the other. It's one of them. But you play as a guy who's basically as a law enforcer and has to save the city, well, the streets of LA. And this game is good because whatever you do in the entire game affects the ending. This game has 10 different endings. Try to find them all. I could only get 2 or 3 different endings, because the other 7 were quite a bitch to do. And when I mean a bitch, they were a bitch, because It was annoying. Most of the bosses were hard. This guy here is a fucking hard boss. He's like a marshal or something like that. And his combos are hard. Some bosses are hard to defeat that you have to stun them to be able to use your powerful combos. And most of the times I have to use cheat codes to get every single powerful combo, because there is one good combo that is the bomb in this game, and it literally takes half of his health. If you can perfect that combo, it will take half of his health, but you need to be able to perfect it, or else he will just keep getting up, and his damage takes at least quarter of your health. His attacks take at least quarter of your health away, so do not let him hit you. My advice is block, move, until you can get a hit in there, to be able to stun him. That's the only way. And this is another good game, because this is another game as well, as well after the Matrix, to be able to use that slow motion implement feature, which is cool. Unlike Call of Duty, when it only happens in a kick down dough effect, this guy can do it whenever the fuck he wants. That's cooler, and basically it's got cool ass cheat codes where you get to change your skin and like more powerful guns. There's a gun that's a one-hit kill. When it shoots a car, it fucking explodes. I use that gun a lot. It's my favorite gun. Just aim at a car, boom, dead. Anyone that was in the car, he's dead. This game is also good because you also get respective police points as well. The more respect you get, the more likely you are to get a good ending. The less likely you are to get the more likely you are to get a bad ending. So try and do good in this game. It's a good game, and there's also a sequel to it called New York as well, but this is my favourite out of them all. So yeah, at number 4, True Crime Streets of LA. At number 4, True Crime Streets of LA. At number 3, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. This is the first Prince of Persia game. Oh, is it? No. Second Prince of Persia game. There's one that came out on the PlayStation years ago. That was like a 2D side-scrolling game, but still good. This one, however, took that one by storm and became a better game. I like this game because of a lot of reasons. The puzzles are quite interesting. It's not that hard of a puzzle game. Mind you, the newer Prince of Persia games have annoying puzzles, unless you talk about the one that's on the PS3. And the Xbox 360, that one's fucking shit. I don't know what the fuck do I think of that Prince of Persia game. But this Prince of Persia game is awesome. And there's also a movie to it, which a lot of people said was stale. I thought it did the game justice. It wasn't the greatest video game movie. just like Assassin's Creed. Anyway. It wasn't the greatest video game movie, but still a good video game movie. And this game is good. Reason being as well, you have a thing called reverse time. If you die, you can reverse time. You've got like those spherical orbs thing, and you get to reverse time for about 10 to 20 seconds. Which is kind of good, because you've got the Dagger of Time. To be able to replenish this, you have to stab it into a sand creature and absorb the sands. And that's the only way you can actually kill the sand creatures as well in this game. Because for some reason, your leader boss was like, we need to activate the Sands of Time. Smart move. Maybe read a scroll or two, because this guy was reading a scroll stating that if you release the Sands of Time, the sand creatures will arise and kill everyone. Did he not read that? Did he not read that passage, or did he see the passage that says "Untold riches await"? Mind, I think people would skip that other passage if they saw the word "untold riches." Yeah, bit silly though, but it's a good thing, and got some good like wall running as well, and mechanics as well. This is a game that was made by Ubisoft. This was way before Assassin's Creed was made, so yeah. They took some of these features and put them in Assassin's Creed games. If you see all the stuff that they can do, it came from these games. So thank these games for Assassin's Creed games. I wouldn't thank it for the later ones though, like Assassin's Creed Origins, but still. Anyway, this is still a good game, and I'd recommend getting it. And I think it's also on Prince of Persia Collection. I think that's a thing. But yeah, if so, get it. It's a good game. So yeah, at number 3, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. At number 3, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. At number 2, The Simpsons Hit and Run. Now, I'm going to get a lot of comments in this by saying, I thought you hate race car games. I do, but this one is not your traditional regular racing car game. This is beyond those car games that go around in a fucking circle repeatedly. This is just a good game. Reason being, a lot of the reasons being is you get to play as the four main Simpsons characters: Lisa, Bart, Homer, and Marge, which is good. And before anyone says, why can't you play as the baby? What the fuck? A baby can't... Well, unless you're talking about Family Guy, then yes, a baby can drive. But this is not Family Guy, so yeah, Maggie can't drive. Unless it was Stewie, then... Actually, that should be a fucking Easter egg. Yeah, that should have been an Easter egg. That should have definitely been an Easter egg. But, still, this game is just a good game. Reasons being is because you also get to run over people in the game as well. I could run over Mr. Burns if I fucking want to, because I hate that douche. And it's all around good game with all the great story, and basically what the story is that this video game is warping people's minds and making them weird, and then these aliens are attacking. It's kind of a weird complex game because, well, let's be honest, the Simpsons episodes don't make any sense, so the game kind of makes sense to the series. It's a good game and it's got some good cheat codes. One of my favorite cheat codes is your car if it touches other cars, the other car will explode in one touch. That is one of my favorite features. Like, if I'm doing a chase mission or trying to stop the car, use that cheat code. Boom, dead. I'll just get straight to the level and I win. It's very easy. And some of the other stuff, like you can even see some stuff from famous episodes. Like this rocket is from a famous episode, or you get to see the monorail train from another famous episode. That was good. And you got some famous locations as well in Springfield, and well, not just in Springfield, but all around different areas of Springfield. It's a very good game, and it's also on PlayStation Store. It's also on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store to download again. If you want to download it again, I'd recommend it. It's a good game. Or get the emulator, whatever. It's a good game. But not my favourite. So yeah, at number 2, The Simpsons Hit and Run. At number 2, The Simpsons Hit and Run. And my number one video game of 2003 is Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Now, I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings series, and this game was the best video game out there. There's other good ones, but this just takes any video game and just says, fuck you, this is better. Why is this better? Because not only do you get one campaign, not 2 just campaigns, but 3 different campaigns all in fucking one. This game at the time, obviously now they're starting to do it more because, well, this is this year, but in the past, it was harder. This game has took it all by storm. It's so good. You got Gandalf's campaign, then you got Aragorn's campaign, we get to choose from Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. Then you got Sam's campaign, and right at the end you get to play as Frodo, which was kind of a mistake at the end though. But other than that, the entire game was awesome. It had great stuff from the movie, like awesome wars, awesome battles, great hardcore missions, like a mission where Gandalf had to stop the Uruk-hai from going over into Minas Tirith. That level was fucking annoying, but it was like boom, boom. It was like so cool. I loved it. I loved the quick-paced action in this game. It was so awesome. And again, I think you can get this on Xbox and PlayStation Store. If you can, fucking download it. It is one of my favourite games of 2003. This game, it was so good. And to also say that the actors and actresses of the movie as well also kept their voiceovers for this game. They even gave them new lines for this game, and they said, yes, we'll do it. Hell, even Ian McKellen played this fucking game and said it was awesome. He doesn't even like video games that much, and he said this game was good. So yeah, this is my favourite game of 2003. So yeah, at number 1, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. At number 1, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Well, guys, that's it for me today. Join me tomorrow where I talk about my top 5 worst video games of 2003. Well, guys, bye.